Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Priyanka Chaudhary, your English speaking guide and buddy. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. Well, today we are going to talk about something super important for anyone learning English. The three major challenges that stop us from speaking English fluently. And don't worry, I'm not just going to tell you about the problems. I will also give you simple and practical solutions to overcome each one. So stay with me till the end because this could be a game changer for your English learning journey. Alright then, let's dive into the video. You know, the first big challenge most learners face is the lack of vocabulary. Yes, lacking of vocabulary. Have you ever been in a situation where you're speaking English and suddenly you get stuck because you don't know the right word? Like you want to say something simple, but the word just doesn't come to your mind. For example, you might want to say, I'm feeling very tired, but you only remember words like bad or sleep. So you end up speaking something strange like, I feel bad for sleep. And that just doesn't sound right. This happens because your vocabulary bank is limited. The fewer words you know, the harder it becomes to express yourself naturally. Now, how do we fix this issue? Simple. Learn vocabulary the right way. So do not just start learning 10 to 20 vocabs in a day. No. Instead of memorizing random words list, learn words in context. For example, learn phrases like I'm exhausted or I'm drained instead of just the word tired. Also, read simple stories, watch English shows with subtitles, and keep a small diary where you write down new words you find interesting. And here is a bonus tip. Practice using new words immediately in your daily conversations. The more you use them, the faster they become a natural part of your speaking. So keep practicing using the vocabulary that you have learned in your daily conversations. Remember that. Now, the second major challenge is the fear of making mistakes. Raise your hand if you have ever felt nervous about speaking English because you thought, what if I say wrong? What if people laugh at me? Trust me, you're not alone. For example, maybe you want to say, he went to the market, but you're scared that you might say, he go to the market by mistake, and then you freeze and you decide not to speak at all. This fear blocks your confidence and stops you from improving. Well, I can tell all this to you out of my own personal experience because there was a time when I also used to be afraid of framing sentences. I was afraid of speaking English. I was in the habit of translating too much. But gradually I practiced and I discovered a few techniques that helped me resolving these problems of mine. Well, now let's talk about the solution. So how do we overcome this? You actually have to shift your mindset. Understand that mistakes are not failures. They are actually steps towards improvement. In fact, the more mistakes you make, the faster you learn. Think about how kids learn languages. They make tons of mistakes and they don't care. That's why they learn so quickly. Start seeing mistakes as your friends. When you make a mistake, smile and say, great, I just learned something new. Also, try to practice speaking in a safe environment, like with a friend, a language partner, or even by talking to yourself in front of a mirror. Now, here is the third big challenge: thinking in your native language. and then translating it into English. This one is huge and almost every learner faces it at some point. For example, in your mind, you might form a sentence in Hindi or Spanish or Korean or Chinese like मैं मार्केट जा रही हूँ in my case in Hindi. And then I try to translate it word by word into English. I market going am, which sounds very unnatural and confusing. This translation slows you down and makes speaking English feel very stressful. Now, what's the solution? The solution is very simple. Start thinking in English. I know it sounds difficult, but trust me, it's easier than you think. Here is how you can practice. Start with very simple sentences in your mind, like I'm eating dinner or it's a sunny day. Nowadays, it's raining a lot in Delhi. Describe things around you in English throughout the day. For example, I'm wearing a black and white outfit today. There is a money plant behind me. The wall color is orange. Like this. Try to make it your daily habit, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. You have to begin thinking in English first. And guess what? Over the period of time, your brain will get used to forming sentences directly in English. No more translation will be there. So these were the 3 major challenges in the process of learning English. Lack of vocabulary, fear of making mistakes, and thinking in your native language. And now, you also have simple solutions to beat each one of them. Remember, learning a language is a journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, positive, and patient with yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends who are also learning English. And if you faced any of these challenges yourself, then let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep shining. Bye-bye.